This on my group, Obonna, and I want us to read it. Let us see it. Let me bring it closer. So we'll see this Obonna. You see what it is? Meets Mr. Kenna Obonna, based in Guangzhou, China. He is from Imo State, Igbo land. His pictures were seen scattered in many airports across China. The Chinese government have recognized his contribution to the economy of China. Igbo amaka, Igbo nwelu mmadu. Did you see that? It is not him painting himself. It is not him announcing himself as the Igbo of China. He is not the Igbo of China. Who is the Igbo of China? Kingdom of He's not building a kingdom in China. The Chinese government themselves recognize this Igbo man. And they by themselves paste his picture. Look at his picture. Everywhere in Guangzhou, they say you see his picture everywhere. Dressed in a traditional attire, Obonna. This is the kind of recognition that we are clamoring for. If this kind of an individual should make a move to Chinese government about Biafra, you think they will not respond? You think they will not respond? Of course they will respond. And if Chinese government hears that where this man comes from, his people are seeking for their own independence, they will know that these are people who have something to offer if they are given opportunity. This is the kind of thing every Biafran should be doing wherever you are. When I talk about individual representation of Biafrans, anywhere you are, you must continue to represent. Because we will get to a stage where no human being on the planet Earth can put us down. We have gotten to that stage. Not we will. We have gotten to that stage where nobody on the planet Earth can suppress the cause of Biafra. Nobody can suppress the Igbos. It doesn't matter how you try. You cannot. You cannot. The more you try to suppress them, the more you open up a new gate for them. The more you try to suppress them, the more you open a new gate. This is outside the shores of... You know China. You know what China is made of. But Nigerian news will not carry this. Nigerian news will never report this man. Nigerian news will never report him. They will not interview. The House of Senate or whatever, they will never call him and honor him. Never. More especially for him representing the Igbo people with this attire. They will never recognize him. The media will never talk about it. But if this man had run into trouble in China, maybe with counterfeit, or maybe he was caught in drugs, or maybe there was a fraudulent act that this man performed, Abike Dabiri will be in the front line. You go to the page of Abike Dabiri, you will see him. You will see it there. He will come to Nigeria and make speech how the Igbos are spoiling their name. The hatred on the Igbo Biafrans, more especially, is unheard of. And the attack on Biafra, on Igbo people, is attack on Biafra. The reason they are focused on Igbos is because they know that Igbos are the powerhouse of Biafra. It is not out of pride. It is an assignment that Chukwu Okeke have given the Igbo Biafrans, and they are holding on to it diligently. It doesn't mean that our brothers are not doing anything. Our Ijaw brothers that are in the struggle are doing marvelously well. Our Ibanke brothers, they are doing very, very well. Our Edo brothers in the struggle, they are doing excellently well. The Ibibio brothers and sisters are doing well. Everybody is doing well. But at the same time, the majority of the people that has the largest population is the Igbos, and they are using that their population to the advantage of the Biafra and for every tribe in that very Biafra. That is what we are supposed to do. This is the kind of message we are supposed to be sending across the world. Even if you do not join us to speak as a Biafra, even if you don't join us, no problem. Like this man now, he might not be able to join us in our Biafra quest, but he is focused now, building a good name for Igbo nation. He's representing well. With this kind of a thing, a time will come when these people will come on board. And when they come on board and present a case, there is no country in the world they present a case that is not be responded to. Like the one in Ghana. You see the difference. The man in Ghana is a businessman. This one is a businessman. But the way they present their businesses are different. The one in Ghana is introducing himself as a king in Ghana. But this one, the government of China are the ones advertising him. You see the difference? When you do your job extremely well, you earn. This man have earned his respect. You don't demand it. I can say the one in Ghana today is demanding respect, but this man have earned his respect. That a government will begin to post his pictures across their airports, international airport, that when you arrive, you see his picture. And you ask question. First of all, when you look at his attire, you don't need to be told. This is Siago, you ask, who is this? Why is he dressed in this form? Africa, which part of Africa? They will tell you. He's an Igbo man, a Biafra. Those people who are talking about Biafra, they say yes. Unlike the man in Ghana, who is trying to advertise himself. And you see, when he began to advertise himself and that got into trouble, they still called Biafra into it. They say he was doing that for Biafra. Biafra was still mentioned in the case of the same way Biafra, that is the same way Biafra we mentioned in the case of this very man you're seeing here, Obonna. But the two approaches are different. Both of them might have a genuine reason to do what they're doing, not to harm anybody. But the way you present it is different. One is bringing propaganda, blackmail, trouble, and one is bringing promotion. These are the kind of things Biafrans are supposed to be doing any place they find themselves. Any place you find yourself as a Biafran, you don't have to wait for people to come and call you to do. Look at this thing that this man is doing is what every other person is supposed to be doing. Represent Biafra, represent the Igbos diligently wherever you are. Because we know we are hated across the world. When people do things, others overlook it. But when we do it, nobody will overlook it. They will not overlook it. When people do things and we do the same thing, they will blow it out of proportion. Just like when they talk about Igbos doing fake good, doing this fake. If you go to China today, there is a market meant for those counterfeit products. If you come, you want to buy it, it's up to you. Nobody will tie a rope on your neck and say you must buy it. In China today, there are places where they manufacture counterfeit goods. You see the Samsung phone, you see Samsung, you see Samsung phone, you see the fake one, you see the original one. You see iPhone, exact carbon copy, photocopy of it. Everything has a copy in China, including the cities of China. Including in China, you can get London inside China. China have a place where they decorated like when you enter there, you think it's London. They have Paris in China. They have White House in China. All these things were done, but they were done orderly. They were done orderly. They have a place meant for them. And if you want them, you go there. Everybody will have access to what they want. But in Nigeria, what they will tell you, oh, Igbos are the one doing fake goods. Igbos are doing fake goods. They are the one doing fake. Everywhere you go, they are the one doing fake goods, fake this, fake that. But in China, the government organized this. People come from all parts of the world and they patronize them at the same time. Citizens also who cannot afford the original go there and buy. And they use that to build the economy. Today, China has the biggest economy in the world. China is the biggest economy in the world. See building. But in the zoo, they don't care. All their own job in the zoo is to make sure they put down the Biafran people. That is the only assignment the Nigerian government have. The only assignment the Nigerian government have. Make sure that the Biafran people do not rise up. That is the assignment the British gave to the Caliphate. The British gave the Caliphate that job and they are doing it perfectly well. As if that is not enough. They are doing it very, very well. If you don't understand that this is a job that we're given, when you go and listen to that statement of Ahmadu Bello when he was asked about the Igbos, when he was complaining about the Igbos, when the British man asked him, why are you so obsessed about the Igbos? Why this obsession? Why this obsession? Ahmadu Bello did not say we did anything wrong. He didn't say we took the life of their people. He didn't say we stole their land. He didn't say we defrauded them. The only complaint Ahmadu Bello did was that we don't agree to be under. We don't agree to stay down. That even when they oppress us and put us in a labor camp, we will emerge as a hero in that labor camp. And he used the word dominate. Instead of him to say that these people are extremely hardworking, that you can't compete with them. He's supposed to say that they are hardworking. Their level of hard work is so much that we can't compete with them. They're hardworking people. No matter how you treat them, they will always survive. But he decided to coin the word dominate. In that domination, did they use weapon to dominate you? No. Do they use any charm to dominate you? No. How do they dominate you? They work hard to attain to any height they aspire for. That is what they are afraid of. And Otman Danfodio and Ahmadu Bello made that statement and said that they will never ever allow us to be in leadership. That instead of them to allow us to be in leadership, they will go and employ an expatriate outside. And even that expatriate, if they cannot get, they will take from other tribes in Nigeria, not even the Igbo Biafran, other tribe. And anybody they take must be on contract. That message was handed over to every Fulani Janjaweed, and today, that is the message they are carrying around. That is the message they are carrying around. That is why a Fulani will tell you that Nigeria belongs to them, and you think he's joking. A Fulani will tell you that he wants to possess Nigeria, you think he's joking. You are the one joking. You are the one that is a joker. When you see a Fulani claiming Nigeria as his own, you think it's a joke. It is not a joke. He knows what he's saying. This is a written agreement between them and the British. And the British continue to support them directly and indirectly. And there's nothing you can do about it. Do you realize that every time the British come to Nigeria, they visit the North? They visit the Sultan of Sokoto? Every time they send the delegates, even from their king, from their palace. Every time they send a delegate, they go to North, they visit the North. You cannot see them in Edo State to see the Oba of Benin. You cannot see them in Anambra State to see the Bio furniture. You can't see them in the South to go and see the Alafia for York. No. Anytime they send a delegate, it is to the caliphate in the North. And some of you still don't get it. You don't get it. When a Fulani man tell you he wants to possess his property, and as long as you continue to bear that name Nigeria, as long as you continue to work with that name Nigeria, you are the property of the Fulanis. Take it or leave it. It is a bitter truth, but I have to say it. That is why the Biafran people have walked out of that very contracts. Biafrans have taken themselves out of that very contract, and the Fulanis have no power over us. That is why today they are outraged and they are coming with war. If you think it's not going to happen, it is going to happen. They will not go back. They are fighting for what is theirs, according to the agreement they reached with the West. You can continue to pretend and say, oh, God forbid, God forbid. God forbid will not stop it. Okay? Today is Sunday. I went to church just like you. I don't miss my church service. I don't miss my church service every Sunday I go in. And I don't forget about the issue of Biafra anywhere I am. When we speak this truth, some of you say, oh, God forbid, it will not happen. It's not possible. It is happening already. It is happening already. And the Fulanis have a logical argument. It is a contract signed and sealed. A business deal between them and the UK. It is only the reasonable people that have the strong IQ that will take themselves out. You fight and fight, remove yourself from that contract. If you continue to stay in that contract called Nigeria, you are done. You're done. You are done. But some of us, we don't pay attention. Instead of you focusing on that major project that will take us out of the hand and the contract of Fulani, the British made us as a product for the Fulani to use. A product. We are the product that was sold to the Fulanis. Instead of you to fight and let all of us get out, some of you are looking at the Igbo Biafrans as your problems. It is the Igbo Biafrans, they are your problems. In any time you come online, oh, I'm not Igbo, I'm not Igbo, oh, Igbo this, Igbo that. Not only that, you come to us that there are some of us still that are Igbo that are very, very foolish, idiotic, and devilish. Go and see how they are disgracing themselves online today. People that call themselves Igbos, that they are fighting for Biafra. How many factions? Can you count them? Different factions. Even Mazen Nandekano, with his great personality that have been recognized across the world. Every activist in the world have recognized the activism of Mazen Nandekano, but yet some Biafran people don't recognize him. Up to today, there are still some Biafrans that are calling Mazen Nandekano a terrorist. And those people still claim that they are fighting for Biafra. Up to today, as we are hosting this program, what is today's date? 14th of July. There are people today that are still calling Mazen Nandekano a terrorist, even when Mazen Nandekano is in the court of Nigeria, winning his cases. There are some of them that are there calling Mazen Simon Ekpa a terrorist, even when they know he is not a terrorist and has never been and will never be. They continue to push that narrative. There are some that devote themselves to be the only thing they won't even call Fulani terrorists. The people they see as terrorists is their own brothers and sisters. They go to their platform and continue to address Biafrans as terrorists. And you think after calling your brother a terrorist, then they will see you as an innocent person. You are mad. You are an idiot. You are a complete idiot. For you to think that after tarnishing the image of your brother or your sister, then people will look you as responsible. You are the most foolish man on the planet Earth. We must wake up from our sleep. The enemy is there 247, trying to pull us down. Why are you not paying attention? Why are you not paying attention? The enemy is always there, trying to drag us down. Why are you not paying attention? Why do you think it is just business as usual? Why are you not taking it serious? You see the havoc the enemy is doing. You see the destruction that the enemy is doing in Biafran land. You see their plans. Their plans is no longer hidden. Warning has been coming again and again. Mazen Nandekano warned and warned and warned and warned until it became so much. Mazen Nandekano moved to take action. They did not even wait for him to take action, and they took him out. Mazen Simon came, began to plan to protect the land. They could not wait. They took him out. And up to this moment, some of you are not still yet convinced. You still have the time to talk nonsense about your people. Excuse me. Nigerian government is a terrorist government. The whole world knows about that. Terrorist government of Nigeria. And we know that they have the wealth. The money they have is our money. They can use our money and resources to bribe the whole world. They have just bribed Finland. Nigerian government have bought over Finland. Unbelievable. Do you believe that will happen? We never knew it would come to that. Do you ever believe that Nigerian government will succeed in buying Finland? You can't believe it. But with the resources we have in Biafra land, you can buy anybody. That is why we want to take back our land and use our resources positively for the owners of the land. You don't want to use it for bribery. You can imagine the same government that Finland is working for. Another government rejected them and called them out for their evil. A terrorist government that sponsors terrorism, yet some people continue to support it. There is one beautiful post I saw by one of our brother, Christopher Okenwa. I am going to read it. I'm going to bring it up and read it so that everybody can learn from that very write-up. It's a very, very interesting one, a very interesting write-up. So I want us to look at this write-up. Let us look at this write-up and read it together. A very good piece that was posted by Christopher Okenwa. I widen it so that you can see it while I am reading it. Christopher Okenwa posted this on X. It said, "Do the Finnish authority possess the same information as Canada, or have they been compromised by the Nigerian genocidal regime?" Of course, the question is yes, they have been compromised. Our brother Christopher Okenwa wrote this. Do the Finnish authorities possess the same information as Canada, or have they been compromised by Nigerian genocidal regime? The answer is yes. I answer you. And he went ahead to explain. Canadian judge calls Nigerian police evil force, denies permanent residence to ex-corporal. You can imagine. An ex-corporal was denied permanent residency. If a country cannot honor a policeman to give him residence, at least for their post, because these are the lawmakers, the peacekeepers, the people that are supposed to be the most disciplined, if they are denied permanent residence because of their evil and distrust, how can anybody begin to deal with the government that they represent? You can imagine. Canadian judge calls Nigerian police evil force, denies permanent residence to ex-corporal. Justice Yvan Roy of the Federal Court of Canada, Ottawa, denies Monday Iyangbe Iriato, a former corporal of the Nigerian police force, permanent residency in Canada on the ground of his association with the force, which he accused of being corrupt. Did you see that? The reason this man was denied permanent residency because he was a police, Nigerian police. And immediately the judge saw that he's a Nigerian police. The whole world know that Nigerian police are corrupt. Likewise, Nigerian army, they are corrupt. And because this man is served as a Nigerian police, that is the only ground upon which he was denied permanent residency in Canada. You know, when we talk about the evil of Nigeria, some of you don't know the implication. Both those of them who are not Igbos, those one Nigerians, you don't know the implication of carrying that name Nigeria. It will make you lose a lot. This man lost permanent residence because he served as a police. But in the other way around, if Nigeria were to be a country, for the fact that the man served as a police is supposed to be an advantage. Serving as a police in any country is supposed to be an advantage for you to get a visa, get a residence, get any document across the world, because police are known to be the most disciplined people, citizens of any country. But look at here. This man was denied permanent residence in Canada because he served as a police force. These are the reasons. Having been denied permanent residence by immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, Mr. Iriato proceeded to court to seek judicial redress. Just imagine. The judge said the Nigerian police had a policy requirement for officers to rape, maim, torture, enslave, disappear, and murder Nigerians. Adding all these were in violation of the Rome Statutes in crime against humanity. You can imagine. Country like Canada have this information. Are you telling me that Finland do not have this information on their table? Are you telling me that Finland did not have this information? Every country of the world that have their embassy in Nigeria has this information that this Canadian judge has. Probably this Canadian judge must have not visited Nigeria before, but the informations are valuable and research he has made before coming to this case. That was why he was able to provide these things. And a judge will not come, a judge in the West will not just come and pronounce something without evidence. There are numerous evidence to back up these claims of this judge. Let me read it again. The judge said the Nigerian police had a policy requirement for officers to rape, maim, torture, enslave, disappear, murder Nigerians. Adding all of this, we are in violation of Rome Statutes on crime against humanity. This man is telling you that Nigerian law, Nigerian police permits their forces to commit crime against humanity. Committing crime against humanity is one of the requirements needed for you to be a member of the police force in Nigeria. Do you understand? A Canadian judge is trying to explain this for you. Those of you who are Biafrans, those of you who are one Nigerianist and you don't know what is happening in your country. A Canadian judge is explaining it. So you don't know. Canadian judge is telling you here that one of the requirements you need to have for you to join Nigerian forces is to be able to commit crime against humanity. That is how bad it is. With these informations, still yet, Finland authority take on our prime minister who is fighting to secure his home, who is fighting to secure his people and save them from the hand of the enemy. Mr. Eriato, as a member of the police force, was complicit in those crimes because he could not have been unaware of the repeated and systematic act of violence and torture. The Canadian judge stated the fact that he remained within the force, and because of his position, he was said by the minister as having made a significant contribution to the crime. Did you understand? This is what a judge in Canada was telling a police officer who went to seek asylum, to seek permanent residence in Canada. He was rejected because he is part of those committing crime against humanity. The man mentioned it. He mentioned it. He didn't hide. He said, the judge said the Nigerian police had a policy requirement for officers to rape, maim, torture, enslave, disappear, murder Nigerians. Adding all of this, we are violation of the Rome Statutes on crime against humanity. And he went further to tell that with the position of this man as a police officer that he is, he played a major role in crime against humanity. He was part and parcel of the crime against humanity, and for that, he will not be given asylum or permanent residence in Canada. So after seeing this, when you see Biafrans online telling you that they are gone for good, you need to applaud them and clap for them. If you are a one Nigerianist, whether you are from Oduduwa, you are from Middle Belt, from the North, you should applaud the Biafrans from getting out of Nigeria. A systemic destruction of the people is what the government supports. Today, United States have placed their visa restrictions. And when you see their politicians online, they are talking rubbish. They are giving useless reasons why that visa restriction was given. It is because of their criminal activity. Their president is a fraudster. He has a fraudulent case in the US. And yet you come online, you see them defending it, saying that the US, because the US told them to take prisoners and put it there, bringing different kinds of cock and bull stories. Nigerian government are shameless people. Nigerians, people that defend and call themselves Nigerians are shameless, and they are the worst, the most useless people on the planet Earth. Instead of repenting, they are busy painting that word, trying to interpret it and give it different kinds of name. And what we are saying, does it mean that the Finland authority don't have this information that this Canadian judge have? And I hope Alex Stop will see this post. This was a very wonderful post. I hope that this clown that called himself Alex Stop, I hope he will see it. I hope he will see this post. This question is for him. Because I don't see why he will see all this and you are still backing up, working hand in hand with a terrorist government. And this Canadian judge also have proved that everything we are calling Nigeria is what they are. Everything we are calling Nigeria is what they are. This is another update here that was also posted here. You see, why Ojukwu declared Biafra. These are the reasons Ojukwu declared Biafra. Massacre of Ndi Igbo in northern Nigeria. Breakdown of trust in Nigerian unity.